Good morning, everyone. We are going to have later this morning an update on Veterans Affairs. So since we are doing that, I would like to ask Tim Cunningham to lead us in the pledge this morning. Okay, first thing, we have minutes and claims. Auditor's office.
We have 3 sets of minutes this morning. The first one is for the last commissioners' meeting dated February 18th. I would like the commissioners to approve that.
Mike, yea or nay, you want to go first?
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Thank you very much. And then we have the minutes for the February 11th of '25 rezoning hearing. I would like the commissioners to approve that, please.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Then we have minutes from February 24th for the bid opening for annual bids of the Vigo County Highway Department. I would ask for the commissioners to approve that, please.
Motion to approve.
I will abstain from this one because I wasn't here yesterday, so.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Then we have the claim docket dated February 14th of '25 to February 21st of '25 in the amount of $832,824.15. I would ask for approval for that, please.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you, Larry. Next, we have Kevin Gardner. How are you, sir?
Just fine, how are you? Commissioners, I'm here presenting the contract with Midwest Presort. This is the vendor that we use to mail out our Form 11s, which by statute we have to mail out every year before May 1st. They're the company we've used since I've been in office. I checked last year's contract. This one's about $3,000 more than last year's, and the majority of that's in postage. And I do know on there, the postage, I think they list at a little over $23,000. It almost always comes in a little under, because what we have them do is I don't have them mail Form 11s to any exempt properties, because with them not paying property taxes, to me it seems silly to send them a Form 11 assessment, but we do have it online so that they have access to it. They can also call in and get a copy. We also have them combine parcels, so if an individual owns 6 or 7 or 10 parcels, they put them all in one envelope, which also helps cut on postage. So usually postage comes in a little less than that. I do have enough in the budget to cover the overage, though.
Anyone have any questions for Mr. Gardner?
Motion to approve.
Second, and hey, what kind of a percentage of increase is that in that overall contract?
I didn't do the numbers, but I would say that's about a 3% increase
About 3%?
over last year. And like I say, the majority of that's the postage.
Yeah.
The extra percentage for them was about 1.5%.
Okay, thank you. Seconded.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you, Kevin. The next 3 items will be Larry Robbins.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
So the first one is the purchase of Class 6 trucks. This would be for the Highway Department. We've been discussing this for a while. This is part of our ongoing fleet plan to replace trucks as they become outdated. This would be for 4 trucks that are upfitted Class 6 trucks, which would be non-CDL trucks. They will replace a single axle and a 1-ton each. So this will help us cut our inventory as well. You have concluded the quote from Palmer Trucks, or the purchase order from Palmer Trucks, and this will also include 1 truck chassis for the sign truck. Our sign truck's also getting outdated and is a Class 6 truck. So 5 trucks total, balance is $990,948. I did go out and as we've done in the past, asked for quotes for financing from local lenders. We did get 3 quotes, First Financial, Old National, and Rydell. First Financial's rate was 4.56% on a 5-year payment plan. Old National Bank was 5.76, and Rydell National was 5.49. So my recommendation would be go with First. They were almost full percentage point lower than the other 2. We've worked with them in the past, have very, very good success. So I would just ask the commissioners to approve the purchase of the trucks as well as the financing option with First Financial Bank.
The 4 Class 6 trucks, what are they used for?
They will replace our single axle trucks and our 1-ton trucks, so they'll be used for hauling operations, but snow plows as well, so they're outfitted with plows and boxes and spinners and everything.
Okay.
And this will also allow, since they are non-CDL, it will allow us to expand our forces a little bit and get some more non-CDL drivers in there to help compete with the market on our hiring.
So like 2 of us up here that aren't CDL drivers, we could drive those?
Sure.
Okay.
Wait a minute, I am a CDL driver.
Oh, okay, sorry. I
So
guess
is
it's
Mike,
just me.
one of us.
Me too.
I know, okay, I'm sorry. So it's, looking forward to some more snow. Go ahead, sorry.
Yeah, so these are a little bit smaller. They have a tighter turning radius. They're better for our subdivisions and our smaller roads and things like that. The tandems will handle the large routes. These will be for the smaller routes and things like that for snow, but they'll also be for, year-round operations. The problem we have now is our single axles we primarily only use in the wintertime, and then our 1-tons we use, primarily in the summertime, for hauling materials around, during the summer operations. So this will kind of make one truck do both jobs, and then we can get rid of, 2 of those others that are getting, the single axles are all on their last leg, so.
Mr. Robbins, can you give maybe a little bit of update how we're ready to go for road repairs as the freeze comes out of the ground this year?
Sure. So we had an extended freeze cycle this year. The ground was froze deeper than I think I've seen it in the last several years. That being said, that plays havoc on our roadways, especially the ones that have poor drainage in some of the rural areas. So we are having some roads that are kind of blowing apart as they thaw out and as they get a little bit more traffic on there. So that's something we're gonna have to address as we get into the month of March. Just kind of see how it goes. Hopefully we're out of the the hard freeze cycle right now, and that we get into warmer weather, and those things can and can stay thawed out, and we can work on those repairs. But we might have to change gears on kind of what we were planning on roadway this year, just to drop back and do some spot repairs and some repairs of roadways. It's not as bad as I think it was 2020. I think we had about 70 miles of road kind of blow apart after a hard freeze cycle. So it's not that bad, but we do have some areas out there that are concerned. So.
Okay, but we're ready to change gears and attack it.
Yep, absolutely. And those are things that we can replace with our own forces. Our mill machine, we can mill those up, reconstruct those. We've got some millings now that we can blend those in with that subgrade and beef those road sections up, and then we'll chip seal over top of them and kind of monitor those as we go forward with our road operations.
Okay. I'd make a motion to approve this purchase of new trucks and the financing agreement.
I'll second, and we got Bob Rhodes here, whose birthday is today. He celebrates his 50th birthday. So, thanks, Bob, for being here.
Okay.
That's true
All in
story.
favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you.
Thank you. Next one, so you heard earlier, we opened bids yesterday for our annual bids. No huge changes. On average, things went up 0.5% to 2%. So nothing real drastic there. That was for sand and gravel bids. And then pipe we opened as well. We did have metal corrugated pipe, was quite a bit cheaper on the pipe than we have in the past, and they're a fairly new bidder. So I would recommend that we award the annual bid to metal corrugated pipe for the pipe material, but I would like to accept both bids or all the bids from S&G McGuire and Lincoln Park Stone for sand and gravel And that's just because of the area of the county and where we get our materials from. Sometimes it's cheaper to get it down south at S&G's pit, sometimes it's cheaper at McGuire, sometimes it's cheaper to have it delivered from Lincoln Park Stone. That just gives us the options. Those are things that we've done in the past. We've accepted all bids for those, so.
Any questions?
No. I would move to accept these bids for stone and sand, gravel,
And pipes.
and pipes.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you. And then I will mention that the asphalt and the bituminous section of that, we are going to re-advertise. We left a couple things out that was brought to our attention by some of the vendors. So we are going to re-advertise those, and so we'll open those probably later in March, and then we'll award those. There's nothing we need right now as far as asphalt goes, so. All right, the last thing I have is an agreement with HWC. Terry, did you get a chance to look at this one? It's a no change contract. So this is for, this amendment is just to move some money around in the contract itself, from right-of-way engineering to environmental services. And this is to complete an additional bat survey because our bat survey expired on the Clinton Road project at the bridge there. We have to have a bat survey for environmental services. So it's a no cost change order. It's just moving money around in the contract from right-of-way engineering to environmental services. And that amount was almost $7,000.
Larry, could you give us an update on the Clinton Road project before we move?
Sure.
Make a motion on that?
Sure. So right now, we're in the land acquisition phase. We're trying to get the environmental document buttoned up and submitted to NDOT so we can be, the goal right now is to be on a January 2026 letting, which would mean construction spring of 2026 with hopefully completion by the end of 2026. So that is the current schedule we're working on. The bat study needs to be updated because it was only good for 2 years, and we did the last bat study 2 years ago. So that needs to be updated in order to complete the environmental study, which is the next step. And then we complete stage 3 plans, and then get ready for tracings and all ready for that letting in January.
Maybe we can get Joni, who's not paying any attention to me, to do quarterly bat, whatever, so we can just get these things done.
So that,
She can get vector control to do that along with the mosquito Nile virus study. They can count bats at the same time.
We're just giving you a hard time. You can,
We're just giving you a hard time.
yeah, we're not paying.
real bats.
Yeah, I know when they did the Canal Road project, I stopped a guy one day and I said, "What are you doing?" And he was hired by the state. He was just sitting out there looking for bats going in and out the trees.
Yep, it's part of the environmental requirements with the state for any large project of this scale. April 1st to October 31st.
Yeah.
Welcome to our bat presentation. If there are no other questions, I would entertain a motion to approve the contract for HWC.
We'll make a motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you, Larry. Okay, moving right along, that brings us to our update on Veterans Affairs. And Vicki Albright, I think you are leading this. And Tim?
Tim?
Morning.
Good morning.
Hi, I'm Vicki Albright, Veteran Service Officer. Tim Cunningham is also a service officer. We do have a couple local veterans who we have helped, and our administrative assistant, Charlotte Hoke. We'd like everybody to take a moment and read what's up on the board. It's a pretty powerful statement. Now, who in here has served or has a family member that has served in the service. Awesome, very awesome. So I'm going to let Tim do the rest of it.
That's because your voice is giving out. Okay, the Vigo County Veterans, I guess that too. The Vigo County Veterans Assistance Office advocates for veterans and families from all conflict, from World War II to modern day activities in the Middle East. It doesn't matter if you're on foreign soil or stuck here in the homeland. Veterans can apply for their DD-214s, health care benefits, disabilities from injuries acquired during service, higher education benefits for veterans, spouses, and dependents. We have burial benefits assisting family members with the benefits when a veteran passes, furnishing headstones, spouses' eligibility for surviving spouse benefits, aid in attendance, and caregivers for the home. Property and vehicle excise tax deductions. There are grants out there from $2,500 to $129,000 to help with making their housing ADA accessible. Twice a year, the Indiana Department of Veterans Affairs offers a military family relief grant. One is for back to school help with school supplies and clothing for children, and the other is at Christmas. Allotting money for each child and money to furnish a dinner for the family. Our did it die? Okay. Our veterans brought in over $1 million in 2024 and over $4 million since 2020, which I came on board in 2020. This is compensation money that comes right to the veterans. This is money used in Vigo County to buy homes, cars, clothing, food, and lots more. We have 2 offices here in Vigo County, and we are thanked daily by our veterans for, we truly feel that we are the veteran, we truly feel like they are our veterans, spending time talking with them, sharing their stories. Here at the Annex in 2024, they took 2,233 phone calls, and we had 1,610 appointments, and that's just here for this. I don't have the current numbers for 2004 out at the clinic, but they're going to be very similar, because there are times when I see I average between 8 and 12 veterans every day at the clinic, and that's in addition to these. But I don't have a good solid count yet. I was unprepared for that, so I didn't have time. But anyway, that's what's going on with the veterans.
Okay. Vicki, Tim, you guys service, if a veteran walks in here from any part of the country, you basically offer them services, correct?
We do, but that's only because a lot of time, all VSOs are not created equal.
I
Let's just
see.
leave it at that. And so they come to us because of the reputation that Vicki and me have built. Percentage-wise, I'd say probably 1 to 3% of our visits are from out of county.
Okay.
And we have people in Illinois that live at Marshall. Well, they have to go to Peoria.
I see.
Well, that's too far. They come to us.
I see. Mhm.
So, and we accept that. We don't make it a general practice, but we will service those veterans.
Yep.
And they're working on stuff up at IDVA to try and get us credit, because every year they put out a GDX column showing how many veterans, how much money came into the county. I don't know if you've ever heard the numbers, but just for veteran compensation and pensions, we have about $28 million a year coming into Vigo County alone. So that's pretty impressive. And the numbers keep going up every year. And we're certainly not going to suspend or stop what we're doing. We're going to get through that and through all kinds of illnesses and setbacks and things like that. So we're dedicated to the veterans. Vicky's husband is a veteran. I'm a disabled veteran. So we have a stake in what we're doing. It's not just filling out paperwork.
How long have you both been in your jobs?
I've been here since the 14th of July 2020.
Right.
6 years.
And yeah, she was here before me, so.
Yeah.
Well, Tim, it's really good to see you happy, healthy, and here, because I know you had some issues going on, and we're happy to see you here.
Everybody is happy.
Yeah.
The clinic, okay, maybe one or two dissenters there. But no, they are very happy. When I have to take it, like this morning, when I go in, they'll go, "Oh, thank God, you're not dead." Okay, good. You know, and then there's the other side that says, "Damn it, we wish you were." But anyhow, but they miss me, and the veterans miss me, and I get a great deal of support from the VA clinic personnel. When you walk in the front door, there's the check-in, and they go, "I have an appointment with Tim." If they've never been there before, I'm just to the left, but they say, "I have an appointment with Tim." They'll direct them to me. Sometimes they will get up and physically bring them to me. And because of my mobility, they understand that. It's difficult for me to get up every time and go out, because I sit in a regular chair at my desk up there. So they are extremely helpful, and I appreciate their help. And without them, it would be very difficult to do. And Vicki and Charlotte down here, they do all of the scheduling for my appointments and theirs. Because if both of us tried to schedule appointments, we would mess it up so bad. And Vicki did this for me when she was my office manager. She got a system down, and I said, "Why don't we just leave that in place? If they want to go to the clinic, we know it's me. If they want to go to the annex, then it's her." So, and it works very well. And that's put out on the calendar, and they update the calendar literally on a daily basis.
Well, thank you for the update, and more importantly, thank you for all you guys do. We do appreciate it, and so does the community.
Thank you.
Are there any other questions? Okay, thank you.
Thank you. At this point, we would welcome any comments from the public. Okay. Comments from commissioners, other elected officials, department heads?
I don't want comments. Ask Larry.
I don't have anything. I'm just really smiley because of Bob's birthday today. So excited to celebrate later when he invites me. Oh, you want to? Yeah. All right, Bob, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Bob. Happy birthday Smile, Bob. To you.
I've got some popcorn in my office for you. Yeah. Okay, nobody else? Norm, you look like you're itching to say something. Nothing?
I know.
That's great, yes. Group homes are up and running, and we have children. Thank you. Okay, we'll stand in recess. Thank you.